Guys, thanks for tuning into our podcast. If you do enjoy this, please make sure you share it with a mate. It's not that much that we're asking. We really appreciate it. But yeah, just keep listening and hope you enjoy the banter that we've been having.
Do you not know who she is, Cotty?
No, I do now. I do now.
I'll have to get you back on when we do get Metamucil as a sponsor eventually.
This thing called the reverse goat piss. Basically the same thing. Tuck your dick, piss in the trough backwards.
Was he blind before the Big Les show come out?
Lang Park, mate, Queensland.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to On the Piss. I fucked it. Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of On the Piss with Klutz and Das. We've brought back our seedy friend Liam Kennedy. You are looking at me in some sort of way that's just, I don't feel uncomfortable. I just feel toey.
I was trying to think of a way to interrupt you in the middle of your spiel.
You did it.
But
No, he didn't.
yeah, I mean,
I started giggling, so that's why I quickly went.
you called me seedy, and I mean, I
That's
think
why
that's
I
fair.
said it.
Yeah.
Like that's
Such a good bloke.
That's just an introduction.
Such a good bloke.
I mean,
Seedy's not bad though, like seedy mustard.
Tell you
Get
what,
around it.
I don't know if I'd say seedy, but sweaty. It's hot up here. We think the
Yeah,
aircon
it
might be
is.
broken. At the Caxton.
At the Caxton. Not downstairs though. It's good downstairs, so you can still go there on the weekends.
Yeah.
Don't come
it's
upstairs.
just because we got three fucking hot blokes up the front here.
Yeah, true.
Three absolute
Steaming.
schmucks.
The windows are steaming up.
Mate, there's going to be, they're going to think that there's a fucking fire going on up here. 'cause
Yeah.
There's so much smoking going on.
This is the steamiest action I've seen in a room in a long time.
Yeah. Speaking of coming to the
time.
Caxton on the weekend, Josh, how was your Saturday night, mate?
Yeah, let's get into this.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, let's get that out of the way straight up.
I feel like you've got an apology to make.
To who?
Absolutely fucking no one.
No one.
I mean, to yourself.
I don't know.
Whoever picked you up out of the... Whoever had to escort you off the premises.
No, we
left of our own accord, actually,
Yeah.
and there's
actually a bit of a punch on out the front when we left.
there's a punch on out the front.
No, I'm not talking about Caxton.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
nah.
a certain venue on
We-
the corner of Kelvin Grove Road and
We'll be
Bank
getting
Street.
to that. Saturday was a massive day.
it was.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because last weekend, or the weekend before, sorry, I started drinking at 9:30, and I told myself I can't do that again. However, fifth grade ended. I was on the sidelines again this week, and it really hurt. And then one of the coaches came up to me at like kick-off for fourth grade, which is about 10 o'clock, with a beer. And I went, no, fuck it. We're here again. Punched a couple of golds at West. Das picked me up a bit after 12. Went to Brendale, punched more beers there. Some exciting shit's happening there, but we'll get into that eventually. And then we went to go to Happy Valley Brewing.
Yeah, it's
Couldn't get
Stafford.
in because it was packed, which is
Yeah,
good for
jammed.
them. And there was 11 people in front of us. We went to the Stafford Tab. And can I say, that place has
Bang
the
for
most
buck.
exciting TAB
Oh, yeah,
I've
mate.
ever seen.
Just about
Really?
every race. It was packed, and just about every race.
Come on,
people-
kick your bastard, kick. And I was
There's
like,
clapping.
fuck,
They're
yeah.
clapping at the end of every race and stuff.
It was insane.
It's going off.
That got me real amped. I was very full from the food though. Went up to Fritzenberger after that to try this Hubba Bubba Sour. That was scat as, but quite delicious. I definitely tasted it at midday the next day. And then came to the Caxton.
Round two, just as good.
Came to the Caxton. We had a booking at 5 o'clock for the Reds.
Got here a
to
bit
get
early.
ready. Got here a bit early. I had one beer here, and I just couldn't do it. So I hit the rums by 5 o'clock, and I had a lot of rums.
I think I left Clutzy. We walked up to the paddo. Clutzy come to the paddo for one drink, and we get there, and Clutzy's like, "Do you want a rum?" I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I'll get 4 rums, please." And we sit down. He had 3 and gave me 1, and I had 1 sip of one. I was like, "I do not want to drink this." This is probably what, like 1 o'clock or something.
1, 2 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, and I
it's
just
fucked.
gave back to him. I was like, "See you, mate," and just left him there with 4 rums.
You're an absolute dangerous weapon on the rums, mate.
Oh, me or him?
You.
Oh fuck.
I was in some fine form. I was loving it. Yeah, ran into a lot of blokes from school here as well, which was lovely.
Yeah.
Um,
Willie Vert
Yeah. Big
tunes in
Willie.
every week on the tractor. It was good to see you, mate. Haven't
Oh,
seen you in
shout-outs,
fucking
shout-outs.
ages. Big shout outs.
The big pilot himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez, what
he
a
pilots
smoke
my
show.
heart, that's for sure.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's a bit of a smoke.
Oh, yeah. absolutely.
Yeah, good to see the Smoky boys from school. Yeah, Liam Ford, Dom Hammerhand. Dom flaked on me last time I was
I
meant
don't
to
even
see
remember
him.
seeing that.
I was with them for ages. It was.
Right.
I think I lost everyone because everyone ended up at Soundgarden, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Who
Yeah,
went to
did we?
Soundgarden? Yeah.
No, because there was a... Because I was at Tim's roommate's birthday before,
yes.
before I came. And I started off at Soundgarden, but the line was long, and I was like, fuck this. So
Came over
you
here.
told me there was some of the boys over here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But
that's
yeah,
right.
I
Gotcha.
Yeah, righto.
between here and the paddo, I dead set reckon I would have polished off at least a bottle of rum on Saturday.
Disgusting.
It was pretty fucked. But yeah, getting to what you were sort of
Alluding to
before, Liam. I love a feed at the end of the night. And as we know from last
week,
week,
feed fucking any time of the day or night.
I mean, he's no Tommy Stranks, but
yeah, we can't all be that fucking greasy, but I'm pretty close. I love a good Macca's feed, as we found out last week. I just love Macca's. Went there with some friends on Saturday night after our sesh at the paddo, after being at the Caxton. Can I just say I was not happy to be at the paddo?
No.
But I digress.
why not?
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm not a big
paddo
fan.
either.
The
Ever
new
since they've
paddo?
done the new
Yeah.
paddo.
I haven't been since it's been done up.
If you're a pub,
Yeah.
stick to what you are.
It's like the same but
you know?
worse. Like, I don't know.
Like,
Just don't get it. It's like what the Normby did.
Three,
look at the Caxton.
the regatta.
I never went
Nah.
to the regatta before it got redone, so
Yeah,
I can't talk
but I
about
mean,
it.
like-
But it's the same principle.
Yeah, it's like what the Normby did.
The
Like they're
Normby
just putting new
sucks.
fucking couch cushions in. It's the same shit pub.
Good thing the Caxton doesn't change, though. It's got a bit of fucking
Look at,
history
look at
and
these
ticket to
couch
it.
cushions. They look new to you. They look new.
No.
to
I
you.
mean,
So much culture.
Exactly. That's all you want. But yeah, anyway, have a Macca's, couldn't finish it. Excused myself to go to the toilet. Sat down because I thought I had to do a dump. And then 20 minutes later, I walked out because I fell asleep. And,
did you walk out or did you get told to leave?
No, I walked out because, I don't know, man, like, my phone vibrated and that's what woke me up. And then I walked out and I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I fell asleep on the toilet. Like, oh, we thought so. You've been in there for 20 minutes. I was like, oh, fuck.
I mean, it's not my worst effort, but
Yeah.
Nah, so then I had to excuse myself. So I ordered an Uber home. And as I was waving goodbye
who are you waving goodbye to?
to my friends because I just left,
Oh, okay.
I just had to go. And they've got this, like, fake wall sort of shit up inside because they don't have actual walls.
Because they're doing a refurb.
'Cause they're doing a
Yeah,
refurb.
yeah.
And I think I'm a shit bloke. I like stumbled into it and I just heard like boxes topple and I was like, fuck, I think I've caused a bit of damage here. So I just bolted. I bolted and didn't look back. And I paid for it Sunday. Like, I don't really get hungover, as has been discussed a lot. Jesus, I was
I feel
a
like-
shell of a human.
I feel like we're hearing a lot of stories lately of you
Yeah.
getting hungover.
Yeah.
I feel like it's creeping on and you're...
I'm trying not to admit it, but I think that I'm starting to get old.
Finally showing some
It's-
ticker.
Yeah, apparently.
I think Tick has been able to back up. However, I was going to go out again on Sunday, so despite everything, I was going to go out again, but it just got the better of
But
me.
you had
Didn't
a
have ticker.
chunder. So you actually went to work on Sunday, which is a good effort.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
5 till 9, just trying to get it filled all day. Well, it was my manager's going away drinks, so I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he was trying to get me to do it, and I wasn't actually originally meant to be working on that Sunday, but I had, I don't know, basically, it's a whole stuff up with the system.
I'm not convinced my shift at work on Sunday wasn't like... You know how people talk about having like an out-of-body experience? I'm not convinced that I wasn't lying in bed the whole time and like... My memory of that shift was just an out-of-body experience. Like, I might have hallucinated it all. 'Cause I was in a
Did you have to
very
check your
bad
roster?
way.
Like, was I actually on today?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone check the CCTV. Did I rock up?
I'll have to text my manager and like
Yeah,
find out if
just
I
check your
actually
pay
was.
slip.
I know
Yeah.
exactly how you feel, though. Like, sometimes I've had similar experiences where you're just going through the motions. It's just like a
I
robot.
still felt a bit like that yesterday, on Monday after Saturday night. I still wasn't right, hey. I was laying in bed on Sunday night, it's like, please don't vomit, please don't
I hate
vomit.
that.
Oh.
The room spins.
I hadn't vomited all day, and I'd gone into bed, I was like, oh, I'm going to vomit. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Just went to sleep.
Not to talk myself up too much, but when I was on registers on Sunday, this lady came up and she's like, you know what? You're one of the most cheery, lovely human beings I've ever seen. I was like, I do not fucking feel
I
it.
am only here in body.
Yeah. This is not me.
Yeah, this is dead set,
You
not
should
me.
Come back in a couple of days.
Come to the Caxton on Saturday night and see what kind of chat
I
I
was
throw.
cutting shapes.
William's not here
I
right
wish
now. If
that
you'd
you-
like to leave a message, I'll be back on Monday.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
spectacular.
Going back to, I'm sorry to drag it back, but going back to talking about. Okay, DJ Das. keep it under wraps, all right? Your secret identity as fucking Marshmallow.
Oh, see you boys. I'm
Bring
out.
it back down.
The liveliest tab in Queensland is a strong call.
I've honestly not seen a more lively one.
It was fucked.
There used to be where I went to primary school in Maryborough. There was
There was a sick tab at the primary school.
literally across the road. There was a pub called the White Lion Pub, and my year 7 teacher, shout out Peter Frawley. I'm not even sure if he's still alive, but he was a legend. Have many stories. Apparently, he shot down a UFO one time with a 44 Magnum that he had in the trunk of his car.
That is so Maryborough.
Anyway, I digress. He used to, every lunchtime, you'd see him walk across the road to the White Line Hotel. And he'd have the newspaper under his arm.
The form guide.
Yeah, the form guide. And he'd just disappear for half an hour. And then you'd just see him come back and
A multi-millionaire.
reeking of darts.
Oh, yeah.
If that is not country schooling to a T, then I don't know what is.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Dead set, but the TAB was going. There's people clapping after races and stuff. It was crazy.
What else
But
do you do?
like,
It was packed as well.
you know how when you go to normal TABs or whatever at pubs, and there's the occasional punter shouting at a race. This was
Every race. And like multiple
was
people.
being ridden. The
Go,
fuck
Yeah.
out.
kick.
It was insane.
And
there
at
was
the end-
blokes shouting at each other.
There'd be a
'cause
few,
their
yeah,
balls got
at
up
the end of
over
every race, there'd be
somebody
one
else.
going, oh, fucking, and this other bloke like, yo.
Isn't that what you aspire to be?
We what?
Yeah,
Aspire to be.
I think I think you had a bit of a malfunction in the microphone. I can see this.
Wavelength.
It literally reminded me of the sound from the South Park episodes where they took our girl.
Can I
all I could
re-record
hear.
that? And
Yeah, dub it over.
Aspire.
I'm definitely not dubbing that
Oh,
over.
you're a dog.
Maybe you should dub it over every time he drops.
Yeah, the C-bomb like
You're a
last time.
fucking dog bloke.
One thing I did want to ask you, Liam, getting you back on the podcast is, when are your balls going to drop?
Fucking hell, mate. I mean, I've been meaning to ask you when you're going to grow into that fucking lid of yours.
Never. It's never
It's
going to happen.
been a while coming, mate.
Someone actually said to me today at work, we're talking about, we got some new products in, and they were like, got these really big croissants, and they're like, oh, take a photo in it in Darcy's hand, it'll look big. And someone's like, keep it away from his fucking head. It's like, oh yeah, fair. Just before we move on from the Stafford Tavern story, or the Stafford Tavern in general, I have a story I need to tell about the pub. We had Ben on the podcast last week, and we sat here for an hour recording, and it didn't actually record, which was
Standard.
so fucked. Yeah.
My head last week when we did the second one,
Oh.
I described it as my
'Cause we
head
had-
was mashed potatoes for breakfast.
We had no other time to do it, so we had to just do it again straight away. Anyway, and I told this story about the Stafford Tavern, and I think it was quite funny.
Yes.
And I was going to tell it again, but I wanted to get someone's new reaction, because obviously
Okay.
Clutzy and Ben have both heard it, so I wanted to tell
Okay,
it on
okay.
this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So the weekend before the one that just gone, I went to classic. Fuck, got Kerry O'Keefe on the podcast, massive. Buster Valve. So I went to the Stafford Tavern to get some beers from the bottle shop. Great selection there, actually.
Shout outs.
Big shout outs, big fan.
Yeah.
And there's this older guy who works there, and he's a legend. Always have a chat to him. And as I get there, there's this other bloke who's walked in just before me, and he's gone to the fridge and grabbed something. I looked at it, and he had grabbed a 6-pack of Heineken Zero. I was like, oh my god, non-alcoholic beer. And this bloke had like a handlebar moustache into goatee combo that was dyed pink. And I was just like, what the fuck? And anyway, he went up to the front and was being served, and I was looking, and I grabbed something. And as I turned around, the bloke's finished serving him. Has gone, oh, there's a bin there. Grab something out of it. It was a promo bin with all hats and random shit in it. And then goes like this and waves me up to the to the counter. And I put my beers down, and he looks over, and old mate's picked up a pack of playing cards. I think they're Jack Daniel or something. And he's
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, knew you'd choose the playing cards, you dirty bastard." And the other bloke's like, "Oh," like giggling. And he turns back to me and he goes, "All the old fellas choose the playing cards because they go home and play strip poker with Bethel next door, the 85-year-old." And this bloke starts pissing himself, and I was like having a bit of a giggle. And then I was like, "Mate, fucking what's your number? Send us an invite for the next game." And he was like, "I just lost it." And he turns to me, he's like, "You need to meet my grandson." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I was having beers with him last night. He's 19 years old and he thinks his shit doesn't stink." I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I was telling him about how we used to get on the beers back in the day and play up." And he turned to me and said, "Grandad, tell me something I don't know." So I turned to him and I said, "My fist can fit up your grandmother's ass."
That's fun.
And I was just like, "What is going on at the Stab It Tavern?"
That is fucked.
Oh, it was
That's
fucked.
a bit of a revelation.
Yeah, and the bloke behind the counter lost it, and I was like, "I'm out of here, fellas," and just got my beers and I literally got in the car. I was like, "What the fuck did I just witness?"
Well, we're not here to kink shame, so
Oh
good on
no,
you.
yeah.
I love it.
God, I've been itching to tell that story on the podcast.
Oh, fucking oath. It's so good. That's fucking
Did you get
spectacular.
that 80 system, mate?
Yeah, I feel like I've probably told about 1,000 people on the weekend when I was really drunk. But anyway,
Who
I didn't hear
cares?
it.
I think it's a fucking great story.
probably did. Just don't remember.
I'd be
I remember
rocked
everything,
if...
mate.
I'd be
Do you
rocked
actually?
if...
No, fuck no.
Fuck, if my grandfather rocked up to me and said that, I'd be like...
Yeah. Well, Jesus.
Bye for now.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'll be getting blackout.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd hope I was blackout.
Never to remember.
Strong chance of that happening.
I don't know what you mean. Do you remember all of your, like, how often do you get blackout, do you reckon?
Oh, probably once every weekend. I don't know. I usually have a really good
Once every
recollection
weekend.
of happenings.
I used to find it so easy to get blackout, but now it's just like, I wake up in the morning and I
Piss
just,
excellence.
no, I just fucking hate myself.
Yeah.
More than usual, I'm just like, fucking hell, like,
Yep.
I know it's like post-piss anxiety is a thing where it's like, you remember the shit that you did that's embarrassing. But
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
remember what everyone else did.
Yeah,
The same
yeah.
goes for
Yeah,
everyone
and
else.
people don't even remember what you did.
Yeah,
Can I
but
be
it's
honest? Like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a mad cunt because I am.
First C1.
But yeah. I don't know. I wake up with no shame.
You're a bad bloke.
Unless there is something I've really done that's fucked.
It's
I'll
not
be
not
like,
always though. Shame isn't like, "Oh, why did I do that?" It's more like, "Why did I do that?" Because now I want to vomit all day and I spent all my money and I can't even remember what I did last night. That's the
Yeah.
one that usually gets me.
Yeah.
It's not like I actually did something the night before. It's just like, why did I do this?
No, it's just like I always get the like, why the fuck did I say that? Like,
Oh,
did
yeah,
I
No,
need
I
to
never
say
get that. I never.
I always do. I always just say the worst shit, and I'm like, fucking hell.
Just Ladbrokes it. Back yourself.
Oh, I wish I could, mate.
Ladbrokes, the official sponsor of this week's
Yeah,
podcast.
it is. Big get. Didn't give me a job a couple of months ago, but
Yep.
thanks for sponsoring us.
Klutzy's
Look
Ego
where we are
is
now.
the second official sponsor.
I wonder.
The lack thereof.
I wonder if Ladbrokes would give us a few like bonus bets if we actually wanted them to sponsor the podcast.
Got a mate who's working in there. What we got to do is find out when he's working, have some calls, and just keep hoping we get him.
There we go.
Sort my account out, Jack, your dog.
Were you telling a story then,
I don't think so.
or were you just commenting about having regrets? On the
Regrets.
quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a general comment about the state of.
I don't
of
normally-
my-
I always get my rig out, and I'm like,
I don't normally wake up being like,
I mean-
"Oh, why did I do that?" It's more like, "Fuck, I spent all my money and now I feel horrible. Why did I do that?"
I'm just an impulsive buyer. I don't give a fuck about what I spend money on, to be honest. Which is fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
Must be
'Cause
very
it-
nice.
No, because I don't. I really
You know-
am not rich enough to be able to have
You
that
should
sort
see.
of.
You should see how many pending transactions I have from the weekend.
yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
It's more than 19 and less than 21.
20.5.
Yeah.
20.5.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's
Close.
almost like you're betting on an exact number there.
Oh fuck! Don't
I
start.
feel like
We'll
that's
not
not
be
a
get-
kettle
we'll
of
not be
fish for
getting
this
into that
podcast.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Keep it or delete it. We're not even going to say it.
No, yeah. Have you listened to last week's episode?
No.
We introduced the keep it or delete it segment. So if you have anything that's like touch and go that you're not sure on, just say keep it or delete it and tell the story. And if it's not kosher, we can just delete it.
Fuck.
You don't have to. It's just it's a service
I'll
we
think
offer.
about it for later. I'll
Yeah,
think about it for later.
righto.
Yeah. Fellas, this weekend, Hogfest.
Hogfest.
Hogfest
How you feeling?
2020.
Pretty pumped.
Yeah. Like,
When was the
I'm
last time we
feeling
went out to Hog Town?
Last Hogfest is November for me and Tim's birthday.
That's right. Do you want to talk the viewers through Hogfest?
Oh, I feel like there's not much to talk through. It's
Just a bunch of hogs.
yeah. I mean, we are some fucking hogs.
Yeah.
Getting very,
To know each other really well.
just getting decrepit in
Yeah.
the middle of the bush.
Head out to the
Great
bush for the
word to
weekend.
use.
I've taken Friday and Monday off work.
A truly dangerous
To
player.
really get the You know, actually, on that topic, I looked at the calendar today. I'm not working a full week until Monday the 26th of October.
That is so deadly.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I've taken Friday off this week, so I'm doing 4 days. And then I got Monday off next week, so I'm doing 4 days. And then the Monday after that is the public holiday on the Monday.
Nice.
So I'm doing 4 days. And then the weekend, that next week, I've took Thursday, Friday off to go to Stratty, so I do
Yeah.
3 days. And then the week I get back, I took Monday off, so I do 4 days. And then the week after that, it's the 26th.
Fucking
So I've
hell.
got like 5 4-day weeks in a row. And one of those is actually a 3-day week.
That's unreal.
Well,
Yeah.
that just means that you got to fucking write yourself off at Hogfest enough that you won't recover until you get back on a 5-day week on the 26th of October.
Yeah.
Can do,
You
Campbell.
gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Yeah, what are some activities we got planned for Hogfest?
Eating lots of red meat and only red meat.
Yep.
Trying
Shout
to
out
figure
to-
out any other fucking food.
Yeah, do we have any other food here? Nah.
Live off the land. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Oh, there's no way we'd survive.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
vegans. Good luck at Hogfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is Rage coming?
Oh, not sure.
Yeah. I mean, Chloe's a vegan or
Is she?
veggie, pescatarian. I don't know. Fuck, one of those things.
Oh, she can eat fish then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Come prepared, Chloe.
So
then we got to catch fish. But
not hard, mate.
oh,
Oh.
Teach you a thing or two.
listen to this,
Mate,
bloke,
there's
eh?
fucking barely enough water in the dam for fucking any fish to live
It's
in there.
actually pretty stocked at the moment.
Nice one.
Oh yeah, apparently there's fucking loads of yabbies, so we could get in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
We'll
just gonna fucking
drink some
steal one and
beers.
chuck one in someone's stent.
Stent.
The
I'm
bit
pretty sure
that-
you're the only
bit
one
that
with
holds-
stents, bro.
holds the fucking the heart valve open.
I
Um,
love that.
drink some beers, maybe ride some quad bikes,
Yep, very sober, very sober.
maybe
We can do
shoot
that.
some guns.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe. Might be a few too many people out there.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see how we go. We'll see how
Snooze
Monday
there,
is.
So guns will be staying away. I
Yeah, absolutely. Until Snooze has rolled out. No pun intended.
reckon.
Another very niche joke. I love niche jokes on the podcast.
Yeah, fuck. If our mates are listening, I'll probably understand that. But Blanchy, you won't. Sorry, mate.
We can probably explain it. Send us a message if you want to know that badly. It's not that funny.
We might have Snooze on soon and have it as a keep it a delete.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
it
one.
could be good.
No, I don't know. There's no. I mean, what do we do except for just sit around and get pissed and then have midday naps?
Sounds pretty ideal, though.
Yeah,
I love
Jump
it.
pretty
into some
keen.
movies. Fucking
Very, very jealous.
go for a drive in the paddock for a bit. and
How
fucking
far away is the drive again?
4.5, 5 hours.
Mm.
Depends if you're once again snooze or not.
Yeah. Can we please remember to bring beer pong stuff some because every time we forget.
Oh fucking
And
oath.
you know what one of my pet peeves is? Playing beer pong with fucking bottle caps. It sucks.
Well,
It
you
does
know what?
suck.
It sucks.
Get some initiative and do it your fucking self.
Oh, mate.
Show
You're
some
not even,
that
fucking
difficult, is it?
ticker.
why is it on me?
Well, because you've just brought it up and you've gone out there multiple times and you're saying we
well,
need
Josh,
to remember.
you show some
Why
initiative
don't
and
you-
fucking come to
Well,
Hogfest.
if you want me to come out after footy,
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
Go on.
let me see what I'm working Sunday.
Coward. No,
So, yeah.
the last time we had pong out there was Jaeger pong, and that was a fucking
So I'll drive out at 9:30 Saturday and I'll come back Sunday.
yeah. Go on.
Jeez, that's a lot of solo driving.
Nah, fuck that. I wouldn't do it.
Neither would I.
If I wasn't working Friday, I would be coming.
Could have taken it off.
Oh, thanks to Hunter for leaving us.
Do you want to talk about
Dog.
the Jaeger pong incident?
I don't have any recollection of it, so
I can't remember who won or lost.
no.
I remember.
Jaeger was the real winner.
Yeah. I mean,
I think we actually drank all of the beer and then
Maybe
started
the-
playing beer pong with Jaeger.
maybe the winner was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Nah, it was
Actually,
definitely wasn't that.
Awesome.
Last time we went to Liam's farm, which is what we've been talking about this whole time for anyone who...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. We should probably mention that. We're
the
not actually going to a festival in the middle of the bush called
No.
a Hogfest. There's
No.
no such thing.
We the first night I was there, I didn't even feel like I was that drunk, And I woke up the next day with the biggest migraine.
Yeah, you were gone. For
And I could not move. I was laying on a, when you're like really hungover that you are just too sore to move. And I was laying there trying to get to sleep on this fucking mattress on the floor. And the TV was on. And it was like Saturday daytime TV. So it was like infomercials all day.
Oh,
Fair
fuck.
that.
And I just could not get up to turn them off. And I was
Yeah.
like, please, someone just
Mate,
finish me.
daytime TV on Win
Oh.
is the fucking pit.
God, I love the ads on Win.
Oh.
Mate. There are some crackers. It really makes me miss living in Maryborough. Actually, no, it doesn't.
there's-
Fuck that.
There's
Anyway.
this ad every time we go up to Woodgate, and I think you would have seen it, but it always comes on during the cricket, and it's some bloke is breaking into a house, and he breaks into he doesn't break into the house. He takes a shit in a bag, and lights it on fire on the dude's doorstep, and then smashes a window, and he goes to get into his car, but it won't start, and then the guy runs out and goes, "Oi, you!" and gets a bat and just like whacks the guy's windshield, and he should have gone to such and such car repairs. And that's the
That's
ad.
very niche.
I think you say,
That's such a children's problem, eh?
yeah,
I was like,
I wouldn't know.
how the fact that you've just made an automobile ad out of someone shitting in a bag and lighting it on fire that's high IQ plays, to be honest.
Yeah.
Play
Big
on.
time.
And they need that marketing in
Great
the big
content.
smoke. That's what I got to
Yeah.
say.
The big smoke.
The big smoke.
The big smoke.
Never know you like.
That's Liam's nickname.
The big smoke. Only because you're big shooters, mate.
Oh,
Big shots.
Jesus.
I feel like that should be klutzy.
Yeah.
What? Big what?
Big shots.
Big shots.
Probably.
It's a shame the viewers can't smell the podcast studio.
No, it's fucking not. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any viewers.
We don't.
We don't.
No, yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. You're talking about niche subjects. And it's, like,
Can't take away from us what
I
we don't
mean-
have already.
Yeah.
it's not niche because we're just telling our friends the same stories.
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
told
true,
them
true,
about
true. They should all
100
understand it.
fucking
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, everyone has just come to accept that I stink. Fear
fair.
my butthole. And that's all I got to say on the matter. All right, that's the podcast. Thanks, guys.
Clutzy loves Maccas and you should fear his butthole.
They probably go hand in hand, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
What about the other side of the Jägerpong story is Sam.
I get a bit scared every time this gets brought up because I literally still don't really understand what we're talking about. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, it took us a long time to figure out that you can actually put water in the cups and then just take a shot
yeah.
of Jaeger
that's
without
right.
having to actually fucking spill
Yeah,
Jaeger
because they
over
kept
the tables.
falling over.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was so
We're
annoying.
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But the other side of this is Sam shitting his pants.
I don't remember that at all.
Don't you?
No.
In the breezeway at the cottage? He felt a little too confident about a fart.
I do not remember that at
Through
all.
his own breezeway. And it went a little bit too... There was like a little bit of flooding in the breezeway.
Really?
If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Teaspoon of water, it would have
Yeah.
been cement.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Maybe that was when I was passed out.
Oh. Have you told the card throwing story from your birthday at Coolum?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've told that on the podcast or not.
I think didn't we tell it when I was last on with
think-
Tim?
Could have been,
I
yeah.
think you may have.
When I threw my bank card to Tom
Yeah,
Duffy
yeah,
to buy
yeah.
more beers.
Yeah, you told that.
And it
yeah.
went, we're in this fucking thing that was like 15 floors up and the door was open about this
In the
far.
middle of a cyclone.
And I flung my bank card because someone wouldn't go and get beers. Like, I'll pay, someone else go. And like ninja starred my bank card. It just went out this gap in the door like this far off the fucking balcony.
That was a
Shit,
good one.
found it the next day. Or
Yeah,
something, didn't she?
the manager. And she was like, can you come down? I found your bank card. I was like, oh my God.
I think that was the same trip where I got asked to leave the RSL because I ordered food and I couldn't finish it. I was fucking so.
We were like
blind.
18 as well, 19. So we
I
weren't
was-
very seasoned veterans.
No, I was.
Is there anything more embarrassing or shit than being asked to leave while you're eating? We've had it happen to
Nah.
us after the
I-
races at Gallopers.
I wasn't
Oh,
here.
Near,
right. Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
that?
Near the,
near the racetrack there. We went there for a feed, and pretty sure like Stranksy, one of our really good mates, who loves a couple of drinks.
Has been
really, really good.
Has been
mates.
known to partake.
Him and
Yeah.
him and Toffel, we're all sitting down to eat, and then him and Toffel are like they threw a chip at each other or something, and then started like running around the dining room, going like, "Ooh." And they're like, "You guys have to get out." So 30 of us were like mid-meal.
I feel like that's the
I don't
like,
remember that.
could only happen to Stranks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
God,
He had
those
another good.
races.
We've spoken about this before, guys. We're gonna get him on soon though. But this is our mate who's got a massive love of all things takeaway, and
And
2 nights
We'll get him on
ago.
to
And
read out,
cocktails.
read out some of
Oh,
his
and cocktails.
We'll get him on to read out some of his Uber Eats receipts.
Put it this way: on the weekend, he had a $98 McDonald's order between him and his sister, which consisted of 6 snack wraps. And you know, if you're getting 6
That is
snack
so
wraps, that's
fucked.
just so fucked.
That's not even a snack at that stage.
No, exactly. It's more like
More like a 3-course meal.
Stranksy feeds the 5,000 Jesus edition. Fuck me. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So I just don't know how he does it.
He's a rare unit.
He's fucked.
He is a rare
Did you,
unit.
did you tell the story? I don't know if I'm taking shadow from, if I'm taking credit for his stories that he could potentially tell on his episodes.
I think I know what story you're going with.
I was just
Please
going to go with like the classic Stranksy story of him, like I think like a month ago, pulling out 1,500 from the pokies on a Saturday night at the Caxton, and then returning on Sunday pulling 800 out. And the first thing he does after he pulls 800 out is walk into the fucking bar and ask for a cocktail list. And they gave him the cocktail list, and he just goes, "Yeah, can I have one of everything?" And they're like, one cocktail. He's like, "No, one jug."
Yeah. Ridiculous. So the best thing, like, because he called me up and I'd gone for my first run in many years to try and get fit.
First
After
and last,
work.
or?
Yeah, haven't gone for one since. I actually
Hey, the boy's got to try.
fucked myself. It was not good. But yeah, he's like, "Oh, you should come to the Caxton." And then I was like, "Oh, mate, I can't." He's like, "Oh, I'll get you a drink." And I was like, "No, mate, I can't." And then all the boys are going, Stranks literally just ordered every cocktail jug and then 10 espresso martinis.
Oh,
And his reason, if I'm going to win, I don't want to fucking win by myself. I want everyone else to have fun with it.
Great
It's like,
bloke.
that is
Yeah.
such a
Love the
good
bloke.
play.
I
Yeah,
actually
no.
got stuck in a few espresso martinis on Saturday night downstairs.
$12,
Oh.
7 days a week, at all times, at the Caxton Hotel.
How dangerous is that,
That's
eh?
pretty
How
dangerous.
great is it? And they're delicious. I think they're possibly the best espresso martini in Brisbane.
That's like 2/3 the cost of anywhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck. Does the same result. It's fucking good.
Actually, speaking of bang for your buck, Stafford Tavern had $4 schooners of 4X dry on Saturday as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Clutzy got stitched up so hard. It was so funny. It was Clutzy, Jackson, and I. And it was... Look, this is a bit rich of
Knew
me.
it was going to happen.
It's a bit rich of me to say, but it was no one's fault. We get to Stafford Tavern, and I got a round of schooners, and then Jackson got a round of schooners, and they were like $12 for the round. And then we left, and we went to Fritzenberger to get the grape sour, and Clutzy got 3, and it was $36.
Schooners as well.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Paid
Yeah.
triple the price.
Good though?
Yeah, they're pretty
well,
good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I had a lot of. I don't know. It was like that sour of a beer that it sort of stuck in my chest a bit. So every time I took a sip, I was burping.
Probably not the best to have when you, like, we'd already
Few
had,
in.
we'd had
Yeah.
4 or 5 beers already. And we had more than 4 or 5 after.
yeah,
Like just
I
not a beer to have a big session on.
yeah. By that time, I'd pounded a fair few beers, but it was just sort of sitting there. And then Jackson was giving me grief for not being able to go through it quicker. I was like,
Fucking rich.
Nah, he was swallowing them whole on Saturday.
He was in good form.
Yeah.
I think it was to get ready for the Reds to win, which they didn't do, but that's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right. He made friends with the Norths boys next to us downstairs though. It
Mm.
was
Football friends.
yeah.
Caxton friends.
Jackson makes friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Actually, got a great little story.
Go on.
I do feel bad. I hope he's listening to this as well. But at the
That look
paddo-
in your eye, I thought it was going to be about me. I was like, oh,
no.
fuck.
At the paddo, after the Caxton. So I put up a review of Jackson the other day, like just of the
Oh,
beer
yeah.
and his face. And this is my one recollection of the night because I thought it was so funny. Basically, we've gone up there and these 2 girls, there were some other girls, they went to the Lions game. and they were like, "Oh, have you brought up your single or your hot friend from before?" And I was like, "Darcy's with me," and they're like, "Haha," and I was like, "Oh, which other one?" And I was going through a list of names, and I just kept going and going and going and going. I reckon I rattled off 20 names of blokes that I'd seen at the Caxton. And they go, "No, the one that you put up in your review." And I looked at Darcy, and we both just went, Jackson, ah!
I don't remember that.
I'm not saying you're a bad looking bloke, but I just thought it was so funny that we'd rattled off like 20 names, and Jackson was not one
I
of
am.
them.
That's what I'm saying. Let's be clear. I'm categorically stating.
I forgot about that.
And then I got up a picture of him, like, they're like, "Yeah, that's the one." I was like, "Oh, he looks like Kevin Spacey from
That's not a
not
comparison that you want.
Kevin, I always forget what his name is, but he was in the original Dirty Dancing. But
I've got no fucking idea.
Patrick Swayze?
no. He looks like Jackson, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, I just thought
I
it
think
was...
you're thinking of Patrick Swayze.
No, not Patrick Swayze. I know who that smoke is. Rest in peace, brother.
All right.
I've got no idea. And I was there.
Dancing
Were ya?
Well, apparently.
News to me.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the cast. I'm pretty sure it's a Kevin. Where the fuck
Anyway.
is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this went south so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, Saturday was...
No,
Yeah.
I fucked it. Anyway, Jackson, I don't think you're that bad looking. I just thought it was funny that other people thought you were good looking. That's
I think
so
that kind
rude.
of means you do think he's... not-
No, like, just that I rattled off so many names.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'll get accused of bullying again.
So what are you going to do this weekend, Clutzy, if everyone's not in Brisbane?
I've been thinking of that. I don't know. Look,
Leave an activity in the comments
He's going to be lost.
for Josh to do this weekend.
He's going to rock up to people's
I'll probably just
houses
drink
and,
here
like,
by myself.
scratching on the doors.
yeah. Hey.
I know
Well,
exactly what you're going to do. Outside of work, you're going to play Warzone all weekend.
Yeah, with my boy Hurdy and Gronk.
Yep.
He's so keen. Yeah, well, I'll probably do that because Sterling messaged us before to see if Jeeps are coming here this weekend. Don't think so. However, next weekend, definitely. We've got a big weekend.
How many
planned.
games of footy left, mate?
This weekend will be our last round game for 5th grade and 4th grade. And then the following week is the last club game against Bond, but they've only got 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade.
Right.
And then the week after's a bye, then finals. So I'll tell you what, I'm not fucking keen to play footy for the rest of the year in this heat.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
That's
It is
fair, mate.
ridiculously
That's
hot. I think it is absolutely criminal, and they should just award the premiership to
Jeeps.
people who can probably drink the most, and that's Jeeps.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Canterbury Bulldogs.
Condamine Cods.
Yeah. The attendees of Hogfest.
Yeah. So, the following weekend, I had a great call from Mr. Freeney the other day. And we're trying to organise buses to go down to the Gold Coast for all the lower grades boys that aren't playing so we can go support the boys and just get pissed the whole way down. It's Bond Ladies' Day, 3rd grade plays after Premier Grade, and then come straight back to the Caxton afterwards and probably get in about 9:30.
Steer clear of the Caxton, everyone listening.
No, don't. It's going to be a couple of really good blokes.
Yep.
Yeah. And you.
A spectacular mess.
Absolutely.
Spectacular.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, this weekend I might try and keep it easy because, fuck, I've
Oh.
spent a lot of money the last few weekends.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it, mate.
I definitely put through, I reckon, $600 at the Caco on the weekend.
Fucking hell, mate.
Thanks to the pokies.
That's fucked.
That major.
Did you actually?
No, not that much to the pokies.
But just spent that.
I put some through the pokies, but I spent a lot of money.
That's
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, so that
Fuck,
major.
I'm glad I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
Can I just
me
say-
too.
Yeah.
Because I thought I spent a lot of money and I did not go close to that.
I wish I was a lightweight.
I didn't get close to half of that.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I hate not being a lightweight because, man, if I could get fucked off, say, 7 to 10 drinks, I'd be so happy.
Easy cut.
Depends what they are, I suppose. But
7 to 10 standards would have me in a very bad way. Within the space, let's call it conservatively within the space of 2 hours.
Oh, that's very rapid.
Is it?
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh.
7 standards in 2 hours is pretty quick.
I don't know.
Let's
Maybe-
test it
maybe
on
maybe I'll just live my life fast.
Friday or something.
Yeah, we'll get back to you the results.
That's like a
Depends, man.
6-pack in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's play
If
on.
I'm
If it's your
having-
first 6-pack as well, I suppose.
If I'm having 7 standards of beer in 2 hours, yeah. If
Yeah, I
I'm having
suppose
7 standards of rums,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking 45
Down like
minutes,
water,
mate.
mate.
I was
Down like
drinking
water.
vodka lime
If
soda on
that.
Saturday. I think that was my undoing, hey.
Yeah. That
Actually,
tastes-
funny story. Sterling, our lovely friend who works at the Caxton, I went up to the bar and I was like, hey, mate, can I get a pint of gold? He's like, yeah, no worries. Turned around and I just paid it on my phone. And I saw it, like I was holding my phone ready for it before it came up. And it came up as $22. I was like, was that pint $22? And Sterling's like, oh, sorry, I put it through as a jug. I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, I'll refund. I was like, no, don't worry about it. And then he just bought over 3 vodka lime sodas for me. He's like, there you go.
Love that.
Yeah, so that's why I got on the vodka lime sodas.
Not what I asked for, but ended up pretty well.
Yeah.
See, oh, fuck.
The
I
man
just come
really
drink at the
knows
Caxton on the
what
weekend.
you want.
Yeah, well, I was probably going to go to the rums after that, so he probably did me a massive favour.
Huge favour.
Yeah.
You know why I was also so toey for the rums? Is that bloody Jeeps card. $6.50 basics at the Caco all the time. Flash the card.
Yeah, we get it.
was fucking good.
Must be nice.
All I'm saying is,
Still
guys,
spent
Very
$600.
nice,
pokies. And
That's
food.
100 basics.
No under 7 won't do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
I'd love
And
to
shouting
actually.
a lot of people.
I'd love to actually sit you down and just feed you piss and see how
I
many
would
you
love
could
for
drink.
someone to do that.
Yeah, we should do it one day. Live stream it.
We'll get Mr. Freeney as well.
Should we just
Yeah.
live stream Clutzy doing a Centurion?
Yeah, or just get him a whole case of golds or something, and just
might go Facebook Live for a weekend.
yeah.
And just
Actually, there was
there'll be 12 hours of sleep.
a lovely
Recorded,
gentleman who sent a message through to the Facebook page during the week saying that he would love to feed Seb Kirkpatrick 20 beers and let him run amok. He's like, I love that bloke, love the podcast. I want to give Seb 20 beers and let him run amok. His name was Matty Muller. It wasn't Matt Muller.
Oh,
No, it wasn't Matt Muller that we know. This bloke was from Victoria.
really?
Yeah, dead set.
That is so scat because Seb used to work with the other Matt Muller.
Yeah, I know.
And would probably say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Having seen Seb on 20 beers, I can tell you that he does run amok, and it is very fucking funny.
It's scat.
And he will be running amok this weekend, I would
At
think.
Hogfest
He actually
2020.
said to me, he said, can you please bring your GoPro and microphones and stuff out to the farm? Because the only thing we're going to be farming is not cattle, but content. I was thinking if Clutzy came, we could have done a podcast out there, but
Fuck, I'm a coward.
next time.
Just speaking of people messaging in as well, we had a very, very long, detailed message the
Oh,
other
yeah.
day, about something we said.
I want to read this out.
Yeah, so first off, Ben made an outrageous statement that I sort of backed up straight away without any proper research or thinking, saying that Kedron is the hottest suburb in Brisbane and that there's no suburbs hotter. And we made some outrageous claims.
I'm just trying to find this
And
message.
this particular individual, who is lovely bloke, Mr. Alec White, big fan of the page. You might remember him as the guy that tried to brew his own beer and it came out brown when it was a lager. And he's gone back to the drawing board. So, great bloke. But yeah, he said he's lived in the Dron for 24 years. And just
when
found
do you think this message would have come through,
Mate,
Josh?
it'll be it's on Facebook. And it
Thank you.
is... Here, I'll grab it up, mate. Alec.
Here we go. Got it.
So,
It's pretty long-winded, but I feel like it needs a read.
Yep.
Hey, lads, hope you're well. Just catching up on last week's podcast. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Loving your work, by the way. Keep it up. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate those sort of type of messages.
lovely start to a message.
Lovely to hear.
Just on the topic of Kedron being hot, though, I wish to rebut Dan Dennett's hypothesis. Having lived there for 24 years, I think I'm in a position to comment here, and I can confidently say the thought of Kedron being hotter than any other part of this great city never crossed my mind. I'd love to know where this argument sprouted, and am eager to see some scientific evidence on the table before I contemplate the legitimacy of this all. I will admit, though, that the front yard at my childhood home never prospered, no matter how much rain came down. And having thought about it, the further north you go, the drier things get, Would hate to be a patch of grass out at Aspley. So perhaps Mr. Dennis could be onto something, but without a well-researched grounding, I won't be having it. Klutz, this idea of yours about how it's down to the wider roads, which I must commend for the imaginative base of which it was founded, is simply flawed. I could not possibly fathom how these wide expanses of bitumen radiate heat at an exponentially greater rate than a narrow street. The electorate of Lilly does not house any more wide roads than other suburbs around Brisbane. Concrete jungle, please. Anyway, Jans, just thought I'd drop my 2 cents to your mailbag. Drink up, Alec.
How do you come back from that, eh? Like,
Yeah,
he's
Ben
just-
Bennett, please
Yeah,
respond.
yeah.
I feel like he's fucking absolutely butchered.
It's up to Ben now to rebut if he
Yeah.
wants to rebut. But as far as I'm concerned, without a proper rebuttal from Ben,
Kedron is not the hottest suburb in Brisbane.
yeah, correct.
In fact, Kedron's probably one of the loveliest suburbs.
Mm,
Nah.
wouldn't go that far.
I mean, it's got the Eddie.
Correct.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's up there.
Great pub.
It's got the
Dunno if I'd go that
cemetery there
far.
as well. Some people say it's the dead centre of town.
Yeah. Do you know, actually, fun fact, you can't live within 5 kilometre radius of a cemetery and be buried there?
Why?
You're still alive. That was one of Grandad's jokes.
Jeez.
Fucking
I
hell,
love
mate.
that.
Fucking hell.
The other joke the other joke my granddad used to always tell was this bloke worked at a pub and
Hey,
this
Sterling.
and this guy came in every Friday and he used to order 3 pints of Guinness. And he'd take a sip out of this one and then a sip out of the middle one and then a sip out of the end one and do that same process till he finished all 3 beers. And the bloke who was working at the bar was like, fuck, this is weird as. And one day he started talking to the bloke and the guy was Irish. And they just were chatting normally, still thought it was weird, but the guy seemed pretty normal, pretty nice guy. And then he came in one day and he was doing it and he finally just asked him, said, mate, what's the go with getting the 3 pints and drinking him like that? And he says, oh, my 2 brothers and I live in separate countries, and every Friday we all go down to the pub at the same time and we have a beer with each other, but we're not actually there. So there's 3 pints for 3 brothers and we sip through them as if we're all together. And I was like, oh, that's a bit weird, but it's pretty nice, blah, blah, blah. So whatever, play on. Happened for 6 or 8 months, and then one day the bloke came in and he only ordered 2 pints, and the barman's like, oh no, something's happened. And he thought maybe, someone couldn't be there, and let it go on for a few weeks, but this bloke just kept ordering 2 pints. And eventually he said, like, mate, I'm so sorry to hear about the loss. And the Irish guy's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, well, you only got the 2 pints, so I assume something must happen to one of your brothers. And the bloke goes, oh no, I've just given up the drink.
Oh, I love that.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, I'm losing my headphones.
Another classic.
First time in a while.
Been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
You've
Maybe-
also, another big moment, you've lost the beard, Klutz.
Yeah, mate. Tell you what, I didn't realise that many people would talk about it.
I miss it intimately.
I fucking don't, actually.
You're looking pretty fucking deadly with this.
Yeah,
haircut,
with the
though.
mullet. Actually, also, that's another shout out. Thank you to everyone who's donated to. We're raising money for the Black Dog Institute for the month of September, rocking mullets. I don't know about you, Klutzy, but I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, actually,
Yeah, I'm getting mine tuned up again because I want the sides to be looking.
because this is the last weekend of September. So
Yeah, so I want to get the sides right down.
Yeah.
So I've just got, yeah.
so
Fuck
we've so far raised $400 out of our $500 goal. So
Fucking
Almost
nice,
there, yeah.
boys.
Almost
Yeah.
there. Pretty happy with that, so. But, yeah. Going back to the beard as well. I don't know, I just thought, it's fucking hot. I don't want that shit
It
on
is
my
fucking
face.
you are fucking hot.
Yeah, so I got rid of it. I was annoyed with myself. It happens every single time. So I was just going to leave a mustache. And I went to... Your eyes then went, whoa. You're going to leave a mustache?
I thought he was about to push the chair over.
No, you're just surprised by the
Yeah,
mustache.
it was the mustache.
Yeah, I was meant to leave a mo, but it was real fucking bushy. And I went to just trim a little bit. I trimmed a little bit too much.
Too far.
So then I tried to even up the other side,
Yep.
and I went too far. And then basically I became Hitler in about 30 seconds. And you know what?
It goes that way sometimes.
That's not kosher. So,
Yeah,
Yours
that
is looking
doesn't
pretty
fly.
thick.
yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You know,
You're too
Stop.
nice.
but yeah,
No,
like,
thank you, Das.
It's all right, mate.
it's just fucked. Like, drinking beers and stuff, particularly when you're at the start of your beer and you got all the froth, like, you
Oh,
just get it
yeah.
all on your
Oh,
lips,
yeah.
and then I just go, I turn into Triple H, just like,
Yeah.
Some for later though.
Goes all over
Yeah.
your shirt, too.
Bit of chalky milk in there.
oh.
love chalky milk.
I'm more of an icebreak kind of guy. But
Yeah, you are a big icebreak guy.
Yeah, fuck.
Did you actually try the rum and icebreak?
Yeah, it was not good.
Not good?
No.
Bummer.
Personally, did not mind it that much, but it's no icebreak.
I reckon I got. Maybe I'm just a pussy, but I got probably like 2 sips in, and I was just like, nah.
Yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah. Not for me, Chief.
The Chihuahua.
Which, honestly,
The Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua.
honestly, I was absolutely devastated by it because, like, it's a combination
Yeah.
of 2 of my favourite things.
Fuck, maybe we should make conversation fell offline.
What?
So you say maybe we should
Oh,
make our
yeah,
own
yeah.
concoction during the week during the weekend at
Should we
Hogfest.
jungle juice?
It'd be rude not to.
If you hear this,
you know what you got to do?
send in your recommendations for jungle juice recipes.
Yep, please.
Everyone has to go
Actually, this
to...
won't be out till Friday morning, so it'll be too late. We'll be out there.
Doesn't matter.
Just message everyone and
It's the
say...
thought that counts.
Go to Dan Murphy's and just buy 1 random bottle of
Spirits.
either liqueur, spirits, or champagne.
No, I don't want to do that. I feel sick thinking about that.
It honestly makes such a tasty concoction.
No
And then you
way,
all
'cause
pour it in,
this is
and
what
then you
our-
get all the juice.
This is what our fucking friendship group would buy. There'd be bourbon, rum, JD, rum, and bourbon.
But the way you also have to
Yeah.
look at it is that if it's all
Who's
going
going to buy maybe vodka? Who's going to buy like gin or
Yeah.
some
Get
liqueur?
get some blue carico.
Everyone's going to
get
buy
some
dark
melon
spirits.
liqueur.
I reckon Sammy would be in for something weird.
Yeah.
He'd for sure buy something weird.
We've done it a few times at Woodgate where you go just bring a random spirit or liqueur to put into a jungle juice, and we'll see what we can make.
I can't remember
and
what I
it's
brought.
So good.
No, thank you.
You know what I've got to say to that? You're a coward.
I
Hey
feel
guys,
like
this
it was-
weekend I'm not coming to Hogfest, and I think I might have an easy weekend.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you'd be called out there, mate.
Yeah.
He's got you.
You're
He's got your
literally on
ticket.
the record.
He's got your ticket, yeah.
Looks like I'm just going to have to get fucking blind in Brisbane then.
By yourself.
Change up.
I will grab my sister and my mum, and we will sit around a table and stare at each other and drink rum.
That almost rhymes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
know
always a
what?
dangerous proposition, though.
You know what, though?
like drinking rum with your mum.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's a dangerous
I've said
proposition.
so many times, oh, yeah, I'm just going to have an easy weekend. And then it gets to Thursday, and it's like, well, might as well
Yeah.
get blind on Saturday.
You get past Monday. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
maybe I'll bring some red wine out to Hogfest.
oh,
Yuck.
don't, cunt.
Yuck.
That'll be the first up on the firing line, mate.
What do you mean?
I'll put it up and shoot it. If you try and drink red wine.
Just throw the bottle.
Yeah, fucking
it,
oath.
Actually,
The Hogfest games. How far can you throw
oh, that could be a good idea. Hogfest.
dog
games. Anyway,
shit bottles of wine?
For an event such as this, like if you were going away with your friends for the weekend and you were planning on drinking a lot of beers, what would your go-to carton? How long are we going for? 4 days, so 2 cartons.
I feel like there's one big implication there that I don't necessarily agree with.
What?
That I'm,
Got friends?
yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I mean,
If it wasn't your farm, you probably wouldn't
Sorry,
be
oh
coming.
yeah, exactly.
Acquaintances.
Yeah,
People who are using you for your farm. So let me rephrase that.
yeah. All of you blokes are just acre chasers.
Acre chasers.
I don't know.
Clutzy?
Every time I go away, man, Golds and Northos.
It's got to be
Yeah.
Northos for me.
I took Northos last time.
Safest bet.
Might take some
Northos
goats
is
this time.
so good chilled.
Yeah,
I like goats.
Absolutely. But it's so fucking hot out there that it's like
Yeah.
it's only going to be like sort of
It won't be. It's not peak
mid
summer.
20s.
Yeah.
It's going to get down single digits
At night. Yeah.
Which fuck yeah, we'll get a fire going.
Cuddle with the boys.
Oh, I feel like it's going to end poorly, but anyway, like last time.
Poor Paul.
How did it end poorly last time?
Well, that chick fell into the fire, but
Oh, that wasn't a
Oh,
Hogfest.
that
on
wasn't
the
Hogfest,
plus
though.
side, we don't know who that chick was. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's one in the lost column and one in the win column. You know?
That was weird that night.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if we want to delve too far into that night.
No, probably
That was
not.
a great night, though.
It was. We took back the dungeon, mate, and that's all that matters.
We did.
Actually, no, I've got to say something about that. We've spoken about our mate's dungeon before, and people invaded that dungeon. And when there's a troll in the dungeon, you got to get everyone together and use their fucking magic to knock the cunt out. And we did that.
Oh, did we?
Oh, we didn't
And-
knock them out.
No.
It sounds like we bashed someone.
No.
We
just,
knocked them out of the dungeon.
We
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah.
did weird shit until they felt uncomfortable and
Yeah.
left.
I stood there and stared at this one person while just going like dancing to I don't know what we were. Oh, that's right. It was
Wasn't it mall grab?
What's So Not's isolation
Ah,
mix
true.
when
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets to when Free Willy's on
Yeah.
Core,
Core.
the remix of Core,
Mm.
and I just went mental. And they're like, "What are you guys doing?" I was like, "What we always fucking
This is
do.
normal Saturday night.
This is literally."
It's hard to
what we
imagine why I
always
don't
do."
have a girlfriend.
Same. It's all right, mate.
That's
we can
a,
cuddle each other.
That's a just if there's any girls out there,
I am looking for a girlfriend.
I am looking. No.
Looking for a nice type of gal. Why won't anyone date me?
Liam's looking for an acre chaser. He's got heaps of acres.
Oh fuck! I wish. That'd work out well for me actually.
What?
Have an acreage,
Yeah. Why?
because then I'd get acre chasers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, anyway.
Anyway, what about the content part?
I don't know if there's anyone out there.
What about the condom chords? That's what I
Yeah.
If there's anyone out there on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, TikTok
YouTube.
that wants to slide into Liam's DMs,
What's your Instagram handle, mate?
Liam
Kenno Designs. Liam Kenno. Is it Liam Kenno or
Yeah,
Kenno
it's
Designs?
Liam
Liam
Kenno
Liam Kenno
Designs.
Designs.
Slide into his DMs.
I don't actually design anything, but I just thought it was, that's
Design
kinda
good
nice.
times.
Stop it.
Oh, designer of good times. Fuck yeah. That is you.
I've got
To a
designs
T.
on you, mate. That's what it is.
But yeah, slide into his DM, slide into our DMs. We'll hook you up. And
Yeah,
don't
follow
know.
us on the socials.
yeah, exactly.
You know where to find me.
Yeah.
Big
At the
things are
Caxton
happening
on a
over
Saturday
here.
night.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a
Well-
bit of a motley crew.
That's 57 minutes. There's always stuff we forget to share out that we should. Cam Munster, can't wait to see you for episode 100, mate. This is episode 22, so
Enjoy the rest this week, mate.
yep,
And can't wait
78 to go.
Fuck. Can't wait for it.
That's only a year and a half.
Is it?
72 weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
round about. Somewhere in that area.
Only a
Can't
year
believe
and a
it.
half. Yeah.
This time next year,
Well,
we're going
Cam
to be
wants to-
friends with Cam Munster.
Well, Cam wants to
and
be
then-
retired
No.
in a year and a half.
Fuck no.
He'll be playing
Cam-
6 for the Broncos, mate.
Oh, no, he won't.
Yeah, it's a bold call, mate.
Cam Munster will literally be the best player in rugby league in a year and a half's time.
You know when people,
He already is.
you know when Gary V posts like old clips of his podcast, like here's when I was historically right, and he's like invest in Facebook.
No.
It's gonna go to Clutzy, and it'll be like
I don't know that.
Cam Munster will be the greatest player in rugby league.
He already is.
I mean, I feel like we probably just make enough bold calls on this podcast.
Yeah.
that-
Any other bold calls you want to make so we can prove that you're historically right? If you're not right, no one's listening anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, true. Fuck.
Actually, I made a bold call every week that the Broncos would win, and they didn't win a fucking game.
Cam Newton will be comeback player of the year in the NFL, and that's something that everyone should bet on.
I feel like Sam Barker is going to be engaged by the end of 2021.
Hectic. That's a good bold call.
He does fall fucking hard.
He
eh?
does.
He falls hard.
Yeah,
Let me.
this could be your last shot, Sam.
I mean, if she's keen on flowers and poetry,
Another niche joke.
oh yeah.
I love it though.
Shout
Kyler
out
Murray.
to-
Kyler Murray will be the MVP of the NFL as well, guys. I got on at $26, and he's down to 16 now, I believe. So just ride the fuck. Oh, he's down to 14. So
In other news,
Yeah.
well, I'm just.
Classy's speaking Swahili again.
I am so sorry that I'm just trying to help people earn
Make money, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to spend money to make money.
Exactly.
We got new merch coming out soon too. Maybe 4-ish weeks.
Yeah, a little bit.
when's the collab with Steve Jones Landscaping come out?
Not soon enough.
Yes, that's a good question.
Unfortunately for Steve, he's got this son that just does nothing for him.
Yeah.
Steve has to do everything.
That's
Actually,
alright. He does everything for me.
our friend Mitch Jones a few weeks ago, and this is very random, in TRL got in a bit of an altercation, and the bloke on the other team told him that he had the most fucked looking head he's ever seen. And I just started laughing. It was so funny.
Does he? I've never noticed.
Nah,
Jonesy
definitely not.
has
It's just a
buff hair.
funny payout. It was like Division 2 mixed TRL on a Wednesday night, and this bloke's telling Jones he's got the most fucked looking head he's ever seen.
Imagine taking Div 2 mixed TRL so seriously that you need to go straight
Imagine
for the
taking
hard
any
payouts.
sort of social sport seriously.
I feel like that must have been a very fun team to play.
Long story. It wasn't.
Throw hands.
Short story.
Nah, like that. They were trying to throw hands, and that's the type of reaction they were getting. They were throwing payouts, and our teammates were laughing at our own teammates.
Someone throws hands at Jonesy and you come in and try and hit him again.
Take that.
Yeah, fuck you, Jonesy.
Is there anything more demoralising than your own teammates laughing at you?
Probably not.
We had this guy we played against last year from Wests in rugby, and he was just throwing really shit chat. And he was a prop in 6th grade, so he's already a big boy. And one of our guys just called him a fat cunt.
Cop that.
And he just went, "Sir, stop. Stop the game." And the ref's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Well, did you hear what he just called me?" And he goes, "Yeah. And?" Our team's laughing at him. West are laughing at him. The bloke's got no support from
The ref's
either of
laughing
his,
at
yeah,
him.
the ref
That's
was just
fucked.
like, yeah. Turns out
Actually,
as well, the
the one
same guy Freeney got into this year and almost made him cry. And Freeney's standing there going, "Oh, what? Is that a little tear in your eye? You gonna cry? You gonna cry?"
I was going to say the only thing more demoralising
So
than
good.
your own teammates laughing at you would be the ref laughing at you.
Yeah,
That would be worse.
100%.
Yeah.
There's a few refs that if you're on their side and they're on your side and you make a joke, they laugh at the other position as well. And
Yeah.
it's just the way it goes. I love it.
That's what we like to hear about.
Moral of the story,
Go
have
the
good
Broncos.
chat and give them heaps.
Broncos 13 plus.
Connemine Cods versus Toowoomba Rangers on the weekend. I'd like to put my predictions in for Connemine Cods. This is the semis.
Is it the
well.
Grandy? Oh, yeah,
Semis,
semi, sorry.
Not the big dance yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Riley Wilkes in the corner in the 78th minute to go over.
Carl
to
Is he
win
playing
the
for
match.
Condamine?
Yeah, he is.
Carl Feld style.
Love that.
Carl Feld style.
Yeah.
Inspirational man, Riley Wilkes.
Put him over the top and get him into the big dance.
A young Jonathan Thurston, if you
What
will.
what position is the Big O's playing?
I think he might be 10 actually.
10 in rugby league. Definitely not
No,
rugby
union.
In union?
Yeah.
I thought the Cods
Is he
was
playing
league.
10?
No, it's COD. No, it's rugby.
It's God.
It's COD. It's actually, it's
The-
Condamine COD.
Condamine Call of
The
Duty.
esports,
Yeah.
the esports team in
Esports
Condamine.
League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a
They
big
meet-
LAN party.
Yeah, they meet at the pub and have a LAN party. You deserve that.
Smacked
you
my
prick.
teeth really hard. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I don't actually know.
Fuck. Unreal. Good on him. Shout out to Wilksy. Hope you have a good one, mate.
Can you get Wilksy on the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Can we get him
Wilksy,
the fuck
come
to
on the
Brisbane?
podcast.
Did you see my message to him that I sent in the footy chat?
Yeah, yeah. He loves a bit of BTS.
Don't we all?
Fucking big time.
BTS is actually the sponsor of this podcast.
Yeah,
so,
shout out to
Actually,
South Korean pop bands.
their new album, or their music clip or some shit's being premiered in Fortnite.
Yeah, how fucked is that?
Yeah.
we should definitely chuck something up on socials and like Twitter and TikTok and hashtag BTS.
How fucking...
Nah.
We live in a weird world, eh?
All right.
Yeah.
Remember when Shooter Williamson did that and the entire of
Oh, yeah.
BTS's fan base
Oh,
chose
yeah.
them?
They have the most rabid,
So we just got to take a different approach and support them.
What about Shooter Williamson's on OnlyFans giving out punting tips? And Jackson subscribed today, and he got,
And he got 1 from 5.
1 from
He
5.
had the worst
Oh.
takes. Worst takes. So I'm seriously considering sitting down and doing some spreadsheets on the NFL every week and doing an OnlyFans.
Why don't you give us
punting.
well, it might be putting you on the spot, but give us a tip for this weekend.
for
Some
this
punting.
weekend?
Yeah.
For punting.
Or we could put it up on Instagram story, so
I'll
like a
put it
nice
up
little
on
multi
Instagram
or
'cause I
something.
already had a look at some. The thing that I'm going to be going for at the moment is, actually, you know what? Cam Newton to have a rushing touchdown. He's a quarterback. He shouldn't be getting rushing touchdowns, but he's currently leading the league with 4 rushing touchdowns in 2 games. You can usually get that value at about $2.40.
I don't fucking believe
Not
that
bad.
for a second.
Okay. Well, you don't have to.
I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, how about I start putting up some tips each fucking week then, eh?
Yeah.
I haven't won one yet this year. They've all gone down by 1 leg, but that happens when you do fucking 12 leg multis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking hell,
so,
it's bold.
Yeah.
It is. I lost 2 multis on the weekend by 1 leg that were both 9-leggers, and that cost me was $35 worth of bets.
Your dignity.
And that was $3.5 grand worth of sadness.
And then you spent fucking $600 on the kegs. So technically you're 4K in the hole for the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And for that, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah. And stay tuned for Clutzy's tips.
Stay tuned for some actual reasonable tips that are not going to fucking lose by 1 leg and make you cry.
No 12-leg multis.
No 12-leg multis. Jeeps to win this week against Souths. That's it.
Yeah, fair.
Sports bet. Ladbro. Not Neds.
Bye for now. I love Neds.
ASMR punting.
Anything else before we go?
Can we start an ASMR punting podcast?
How? How?
The
Easy,
Broncos
easy.
are going down at 13 plus.
Easy, ready. Broncos. Titans. Storm.
Mate, that's how you've been talking the last fucking hour.
Exactly.
You got to do like the mouth.
Yeah.
Broncos.
I feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
here.
It does. Mate. Whenever I hear that shit, I'm just like, I get the. I'm just
I
like,
get the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
Goodbye.
Let's
bye for now.
download this shit and put
Bye.
50 through the pokies. Bye.
Bye.
Can't.